Great win for the Tigers. I really proud of our young men. I thought guys really stepped up and made some big plays, and we did a really nice job in a lot of different areas. And the good news is we still have a long way to go. We've improved a lot. There's no question about that from where we started. Because of, at the very beginning of the year, and the difference between then and now is night and day. So I'm really proud of our improvement. But the good news is we can still continue to get better and continue to improve. I mean, got to be better in a couple different areas, but I love that the way that we have continued to get better. And we made some big plays. I mean, I thought Keedron was excellent. I was very, very proud of Austin. Hasn't done anything for 2 weeks and plays 38 minutes, 16, 7, and 8, 7 blocks, 8 boards. I thought we did a good job on a very, very big-time player in Ryan Boatwright, who I think is excellent. I just think he's a big-time player. And we defensively did a nice job, but, obviously we hit some threes, which was a big thing. We hit some really important threes, and they missed a couple, so that happens. But I think Daniel Hamilton's obviously going to be a stud. He is a stud already. So just really, really proud of our guys. I talked about in the pregame and with our team that valuing the ball, taking care of the basketball, and we did that. 3 turnovers the first half. We had 6 the second half, but they only had 11 points off of our turnovers, so that was good. We had 16 assists on 26 made field goals, so that was a big thing. And the other thing I said we got to get to 75 points. I said that. Greg was there when I was talking to Dave in the pregame talk. I said we have to get to 75 to win the game, and that's what I believed, and that's why I felt. For South Florida, we got over 70. We're just better when we're scoring more. I mean, obviously that's an obvious thing, but it's just that means we're offensively we're moving. And Austin usually makes those open jump shots. I just think obviously being a little rusty, and we missed some free throws down the stretch. But I'm just really proud of our guys. Great win for the team, and proud of everybody.
Questions?
Coach, can you just discuss the zone, how it's progressed as the season's gone along, and what it's doing for you now? Because it seems to be pretty effective.
Yeah, the zone's been good for us. I mean, obviously, when you miss some shots, that it makes the defense look better. And when we're making shots, that's really what it comes down to. So, I felt we had some leads. We had some scoring droughts there, but I thought the zone was effective for us. We've been very good defensively for the most part of the year, but we had to make some changes when Austin went down because everything we've done offensively and defensively had a funnel. We did everything through him. Offensively and defensively, did everything through Austin. And then when he went down, until we had a little time to practice, we had to make some adjustments. And obviously, I didn't know if he was going to be able to play this game or not, so we had to prepare that he wasn't going to play. And obviously, it was a nice addition to have him. So, again, defenses look good when you don't make shots, and that's really what it comes down to. If you'd probably be sitting here, if UConn was 12 of 20 from 3, you'd say bad defense. So they didn't make some threes, and we were fortunate on that, and we made some threes.
Just talk about Avery and Markel's role at the top of it, why they were so effective. They put some length, looked like, on Boatwright. Yeah,
I mean those guys played hard, and I felt they were active, and they did a nice job. They're good. They play hard. They follow what the game plan and the execution. I think Markel's I think you can see it, his improvement that he has made from the beginning of the year to now. He has continued to get better and better and better. So really proud of our guys. Great win for the Tigers.
Josh, the zone is very free-flowing and looks like it changes sometimes even in the midst of a possession from a 2-3 to a 1-3-1. What sort of triggers the different changes and nuances? Is it something the guys know to do mid-possession, or are you calling these changes out before they get back down court?
Well, UConn shoots 5 for 20 from 3. If they shot 12 for 20 from 3, you'd probably have a different, thought process towards on how the zone would look. So we were fortunate they missed some shots.
On the last possession there, different coaches have different philosophy. Did you think about fouling before they could get a 3 off?
Yeah, we talked about it. I just didn't feel comfortable on the fouling, just based on the fact that I didn't feel as comfortable on the free throw line box out for them. I didn't want them to kick it out and then them to hit a 3 or something like that. So it was just one of those things.
I know you said you didn't know if Nichols would play tonight, but once he got in there, did you think he would be as aggressive as he was? I mean, he shot 20 field goals.
Proud of Austin. Very proud of Austin because he toughed it up and he went in there and did his job.
He said he felt pretty good about playing about 3 days ago. When did you really know that he was going to be able to go?
Today, when he told me he's ready to play, I said, "You ready to play?" And he said, "I'm ready to play."
Josh, for the most part, the cast of characters for both these teams are different from last year. But the fact that they had beaten you 3 times last year, was there any of that little extra to want to? Obviously, it was a important game, but that it was Connecticut and that they had taken care of you last year.
Well, Cincinnati beat us twice last year, and UConn beat us 3 times last year. That's 5 times. We're 0 for 5 against those guys. So it was nice that we were able to beat Cincinnati and beat UConn to get that off of our back, because they had our numbers last year. So, but I'm just glad that we're getting better, we're improving, and we're making strides. We got to continue to improve. We still got some work to do, and we just got to get better.
Josh, how good was it? It has nothing to do with the game, but to see Aki there before the game today, with everything that he's gone through, to see him just be able to take part in a game night type atmosphere, even though he says he's still a little ways from coming back.
Yeah, well, he's been around. I mean, I've seen him a bunch, prior to the game. But I love Aki. My prayers and thoughts are with him. It's been a tough ordeal. I mean, I know I've said this a few times. I mean, he was on a life and death situation in Vegas on that, and so, but he's slowly getting back to, to his full health. So, obviously, he's a great guy, and I love him. And but it's obviously up to the doctors on that stuff. So I'm glad he's been there. But I've seen him before, so this wasn't the first time I've seen him. I mean, I saw him a couple times actually this week.
Obviously, you got UConn again coming up, and then some of the other top teams in the conference. But you've got a big one on Sunday that you can't let get away from you.
Central Florida's really good. I think Donnie Jones does a great job. They got young guards. They're a very, very good team, and they're really, really good. And they beat Tulane at Tulane, which is a really good team, and they've won a few in a row. And I think they've got really good talent. So we're not a team that can just show up and win. If we don't play at a high level, anyone can beat us, and that's just how it is in this league.
Coach, what does a game like this do for Kedron? And is that kind of obviously it's not likely that he's going to score 20 points every night, but the way he distributed the ball, is that kind of what you expected from him when he got here?
Yeah, he played well. If he plays well like that, we'll win more games. Okay, thanks everybody.